I am awake. I am awake in the middle of Montana for another daily vlog. A vlog that happens pretty much daily. Welcome, everybody. I am stopping at a small roadside attraction. Thanks to my Patreon supporters, I'm going to be able to go inside this awesome roadside attraction if they're open. So right now, I'm going to walk up to the front window and see if they're open. And if they are, I'm going to come back and I'm going to grab my Osmo off of that window right there, bring it inside so I can shoot some footage for another almost daily vlog for my other channel, the channel where I hit roadside attractions. But as I'm doing some of the roadside attractions, I don't mind showing you guys the stuff that I plan on recording for my other channel. So let's go see if they're even open. Now there is 2 different museums, or possibly even more, right here in Montana. I think this town is called Miles City, Montana. I don't know. I think that's what it is. I'll ask inside. But I've passed by this place quite a few times. And every time they're either working on the parking lot or I never have time to stop. But because I have so many days to make it out to Seattle, I'm able to stop and do a little bit here, a little bit there. And it's kind of exciting, right? Check this place out. Come around the corner. Look at that. Look how amazing this is. The dinosaur ripping out the side of a building. Let's see if this place is open. It is called the Glendive. So this town is called Glendive, Dinosaur and Fossil Museum. And it looks like museum hours Friday and Saturday. They should be open. Today is Saturday, but it says sorry, closed. Let's see if we can see inside the door. Look at that. Look how amazing this place is. I have Patreon supporters that are supporting me to go into places like this, but every time I stop, they seem to be closed. Everywhere I go. Why are you closed? How come you're closed? Maybe it was like a night at the museum type thing where all the animals came alive in there and made a mess, and maybe they have to clean up today. But this dinosaur museum is not the only other museum here in Glendive. There's a pickup truck here. Maybe that's the caretaker that has to clean up after a night of the museum type action took place in this gigantic building. But like I said, that is not the only museum here. We also have the Frontier Gateway Museum, and this one is free. Well, I'm guessing I really don't have to go back and grab my regular Osmo just because it's closed. I was really looking forward to going in there. I've been seeing the signs for about 30 miles about this amazing dinosaur attraction, and I had my hopes all up and my dreams just got shattered. But maybe if I walk 1 country block, we might get lucky. This out, en route over to the Frontier Museum, we got an old, awesome caboose. Things you don't see on trains anymore. Cabooses are not at the end of trains like they used to be when I was growing up. Look at that. This is awesome. They also have a couple other little things that went on the rails. I don't think this is one of them. I don't think this was on the rail because that has rubber on the tire. But this here definitely was used. You know how I know? Because it's sitting on a train track. Look at the size of this gun. Look at that. It's hard to believe that the cowboys used these type of weapons, because this is the Frontier Museum, so I'm assuming this was pulled by horse and buggy. The Indians never stood a chance. Well, here we are at the Frontier Museum. It's not that far of a walk. Just down the street there is the Dinosaur Museum. You just walk one country block and you get this Frontier Museum. Hopefully they're open. There's a lot of trees here covering the building, and it's also covering something that looks amazing on the side of the building. Look at this mural. This building has a beautiful mural on it, but it's hidden from the street and traffic with these trees. Why would they hide this awesome mural with trees? See if we can get through here. Look at that mural. Now this one here is not covered by any trees. Could you imagine traveling like this? There's no way. It's kind of what I do now. I truck drive. And that's kind of like the tractor trailers of the Old West. And it looks like I'm out of luck with this place also. They're closed for the season. And we can't look over the fence, see what they have out in the back. More awesome murals. Yeah, it seems like up here in Montana, they're getting ready for winter. Winter's coming, and for some reason, these places just close down. You would think, because all the kids are in school, and with field trips and all that sort of stuff during the school season, these places would stay open. I mean, in Florida, we don't close attractions throughout the seasons. I mean, when winter comes, you can still go to Weeki Wachee Springs. I have seen mermaids in the wintertime. And it's not even winter yet. It's only fall. It looks like there's something else over here though. But it has a gate around it. But let's go check it out. So the Lewis and Clark expedition came through Montana heading west. And this is the whole story of Clark's adventures. Making friends with the Native Americans. There's also evidence of the expedition, I believe, on this rock right here, which I've been to before, but I thought that was like at the Montana-Nebraska border. Clark signed his signature on the wall of this gigantic mountain. And I have seen that before, but I haven't been that way in quite a few years. But on the other side of this fence, we have a wood-carved display of Lewis and Clark making friends with some Native Americans. And what is that on the ground? They had a pet dog. Zoom in on that dog's face. Doesn't it look like the dragon from, oh God, what was that movie? Never-ending Story, that's what it is. Look at that dog's face. It looks like the Never-ending Story dragon. Well, stopping here, at first I thought I was going to have an incredible time, check out some dinosaur history, check out some frontier history. It did not happen. So I'm a little bit disappointed in that. But I mean, I did get to see this stuff, right? This is stuff I don't get to see in Florida. So I'm still pretty happy, even though I could not get in. You can't always control your situation, but you can kind of control your attitude toward the situation. So I'm just going to continue my attitude of being happy and head towards Yellowstone National Park. Maybe there's something there that is open for the season. Though I'm sure it's not a ski resort because there's still no snow on the ground. So maybe next time I come up here, it's going to be spring or summer, and I'll be able to go in here and check this out and see what the other side of this guy's body looks like. I mean, you drive down the road and you see this, you want to stop.